Hi, welcome back to River Rat Garage, and I'd like to go over how to restore a door panel on a square-bodied Chevy. First thing we need to do here is, of course, you look at it, it's pretty rough. I want you to, I'll take the camera here for a second. Let me show you the roughness of it. It has a lot of little scratches and nicks and stuff. And what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of them by using the truck bed coating first on this. So anyway, let me hand this back. And the first thing you need to do here is, let me turn on the water. What we want to do is go ahead and rinse it off. And just get this thing going here. It doesn't seem to be wanting to go. Okay. I don't think we need to really wash it right now. I think it's clean enough as it is. Let's just kind of dry what little bit there is off on that. Okay, let's get all that moisture off, because we don't want the paint to stick. And of course, as you know, it doesn't stick to water. Anyway, here's the thing we're going to use is to do this. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the truck bed coating as part of it. Are you even on me? Gosh. Anyway, the truck bed coating to do this thing. It looks like you're a little too high. But anyway, we'll let that dry a little bit more. What we want is that to stick that. And anyway, the truck bed coating, what I'm going to use here is Rust-Oleum, just the same stuff that you get at Walmart or whatever. But the trick to truck bed coating is that you don't want to put it on too thick. And you know, you have the tendency to want to go with the paint, and you don't want to do that. You just want to kind of take it easy and be real delicate with it. And another thing with truck bed coating, the first several coats or first several squirts out of this can is usually very blobby. It comes out very blobby, and you don't want that. So anyway, what we're going to do here, we're just going to go ahead and just do another secret to the texture is that you want to stay away from it. Of course, you don't want to be painting it in the middle of a windstorm like we're doing today, but that's okay. Let's shake it up a little bit. Let's just shoot a little bit on there. And as you can see, it also tends to like to jam up a little bit. That's not a problem right now. Let me get the camera again and show you the difference now that we got that truck bed coating on there. Okay, and that gives us a nice little texture. I'll give it another little coat just to make sure we got it good. Not too thick. I don't like putting it on too thick. Putting it on too thick is a problem. Let me go down here. Let me get a video of this down here. This is usually the major problem with the door panels, is where your arms and your keys and everything else come on. Anyway, what we're going to do here is that we're just going to simply spray a little bit on there and stand back, and because you want to give a lot of distance. What you want to do is get texture on here without putting a whole excessive amount. Okay, so here we go. We'll just and put too much on there because that's bad. What do we have? Any other scratches? Right here. And I don't see any other really bad scratches. Looks like I got a little too close right here. I'm going to rub that right off. That's the nice thing about this stuff. You just rub it right off. Then shoot another little on there to kind of cover it up. Now let's take a look at this here texture of this and see how it looks now. As you can see, I got the texture back, and here's the trick to all this, is that you don't want it to necessarily dry. You kind of, for some reason, it seems to go on better if you, and I didn't really say what color I'm using here. I'm using satin clarinet. Once again, you don't want to sit here and just all over the thing. Lightly coat it and let it, I call it a light coat. We're doing it here in the middle of a windstorm, so I'm having problems. I wish I would have done this when it wasn't so windy. That's okay. And let's just go ahead and put this on. Stand back from it, because really the lighter the coat, the better with this. And you want to get all the cracks and crevices. And as you can see, we're just doing this. I picked clarinet red over, let's say, the satin burgundies and all that, because let's be honest, Chevy used several different colors of red on these door panels. Some of them are almost brown, and some of them are red, and some of them just kind of, they didn't really, I don't think they got them from the same manufacturer. So anyway, let's just hit this real lightly. Not get too carried away with the paint. Stand back. Don't spit on it like I just did. And lay it on there somewhat light, and stand back while you're doing it, because you want to introduce as much texture as you can. The secret to this type of a paint job is that you want to have as much texture in it as possible, not only coming from the black, but also from the base top coat here. The base, black is the base coat to cover up the scratches and put in a texture in it where you have major scratches. And this here is just, I'm not really doing much where the purse thing goes, because, well, I call it that, as a door map holder thing, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this top here. There's no reason to waste the paint there. Now we're going to do across the top here. Now the nice thing about all this is that, hey, if I decide I don't necessarily like, if I get a run, I can wipe it off, or if I don't get enough texture in it or whatever, I can easily just go back over it. So here we are, we got a light coat on it. What am I seeing? Looks pretty decent. I'll go down here a little bit on this card. Oh, that's too much thickness there. Down where you can't really see it on the ends. You want to do the ends of the doors more than anything else, because that's what people see when they open it. And so, okay, and so, and plus, let's just say that you want to do the door handles. Same thing. We clean off the excess dirt that's on it from me washing it earlier. And, you know, that's something that's very important, as you see me do that. And so, but with this here, something I didn't tell you what to do, which for some reason I didn't do it on that one, but I had done it previously, is spray especially the vinyl that's pretty much squishy. You shoot it with this stuff. What this is just, I'm using Prep All because it was, as you can see, it was on sale for $3, and so I'm using that. But you don't use your own favorite prep. What this does is it takes all the stuff that you get on here, like Armor All, well, you know, any silicone or anything. Of course, all the grease that you have on your hands, shut the door. Grease that you get on your hands. You're working on this Chevy engine, as we all know. If you have a square body, are you looking at me? That you need to, you're going to have grease on your hands. This is all there is to it. And just simply, lightly, I can't emphasize that, go over this. All you're trying to do here is just get that color on it. You're not trying to go in for coverage or anything else. You're just simply just trying to get the color on there. We're not into, you know, if you put too much paint on plastic or on something like this and it scratches, and this stuff here is still a little damp, or else I put this together. But anyway, well, let me go ahead and let's take a look at what we got here. We got this here, as you can see, got a little reflection coming off that. Anyway, so as you can see, it's in pretty good shape. I might come back over right here after this kind of sets up, you know, let it dry, because, you know, there's no reason getting too carried away. Maybe shoot a little bit more of the black on there and touch it up. That's the good thing about doing all this, is that, you know, you can always, you know, take it and I'm moving things around here, and make it work. You don't have to get too carried away with the paint. Just remember, that's the secret. It's easy to get runs. Don't do that. And of course, you know, you can see this here is drying, and of course, don't paint it in the wind. That seems to be a problem I have here. But anyway, I would show you that I did this to the interior of this here Jimmy I have. And this is what I call Big Red. He's getting a paint job. Look forward to me painting this here in the next several episodes of River Rat Garage. And this is what we're putting together. Well, here's the other door panel. It's already painted and done up, just kind of sitting in there. I'm going to wood grain these. I'm going to wood grain that, take the Silverado off, fill that in, wood grain it all, wood grain the dash, and I'll probably have a video about that. And as you can see, I've already painted some of the panels in here. This here is yet to get painted. And of course, I think the next video is going to be me doing the headliner. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to that. And I'm just telling you what's coming up. And so anyway, and it shuts like a square body should. Anyway, so we're back on this, and we'll have this done. And if there's any questions, send me a question on it. I like the comments, and remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate it. Thanks very much.